Hello lovely people. So I haven't been able to vlog consistently, which is why I call it a blog. I'm not trying to do a cooking channel per se and teach people how to cook all their favorite dishes and all that stuff. Then we got to monetize YouTube in Barbados first. But today I am making some pumpkin fritters and I'm making brunch. And I've had that awful flu that's been going on. I still have it, so bear with me. But here inside this cup, I got a beet that I cut. That's it. It's just a beet. Then I've got some pumpkin, and because of the probiotics in the skin, and the health and the prebiotics in the skin, fiber and stuff, I'm gonna use the skin. So for that reason, rather than use the grater, I'm gonna blend all this up. As you can see, my blender has seen a lot of turmeric in its life. So we're gonna blend this up with some water. Alright, so this gave me a little bit of stress to blend. I should have cut it up a little smaller. And I tried because I didn't want to put too much water. So to check the consistency here. Now you gotta understand, like a lot of the things that I make, especially if I already have a recipe, I just do my own thing. So that's the liquid there. I'm gonna add some little touch of water to this one and just rinse that out. I'm gonna add some sugar to this. I'm gonna add my flour, my baking powder, and normal bakes. Now I also had an egg in it. I hope that that you saw that. So the point of the egg now would be to give a little bit more crispy edge. Stuff with the eggs in it. You can make bakes with or without eggs, but I find the egg makes it slightly lighter and slightly more crispy. So if you could afford it, because in these times, I mean, people trying to do things the cheapest way they can, but if you could afford it, you can add an egg. So if I was doing a recipe, I would say this will have one small to medium beet. Then we had, I would say about 8 ounces or so of pumpkin. And then we have about a cup of water that I blended that with. So I come out to nearly about 2 cups here now. Then I would say I'm going to put about 3/4 cup of sugar. That might be a bit much. So 2/3 cups of sugar. And now I'm going to put in about 2 cups of flour to this, and then a tablespoon of baking powder. Flour in, and before I put my baking powder, don't want to forget this very important ingredient, little salt. So about a teaspoon of salt or so. Salt is so important in making things made with flour taste good. Alright, so here I put some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and I've got my baking powder. So now all the ingredients are together. I just have to mix it up, and if it needs more water, I'll just put some water back in the cup and pour in here. We're trying to get a drop-in consistency. But since we're talking about batters, last night I made some sweet and sour chicken. So it's just chicken breast, and I did it with some sesame veg and some meatballs. But the batter for that, I just simply added a little cornstarch to some flour, seasoned it with some salt, and I added some water. And you can use like a pancake batter as well to make these, but it came out nice and light and very tempura-ish. Now the consistency is good, but because I feel like this has a lot of veg, which has a lot of enzymes, I'm going to add a little bit more flour.